All right, creatures of the night. Let's talk about Ring of Honor tonight. Now, I did do a watch along, and the show was late. When I say late, I mean 40 to 50 minutes late of them getting the stream to play. And I'm under the impression as in, is somebody just got to be around to click play when it's 7 Eastern? I don't know what the situation is, but stayed a while waiting for the show to come on. I wasn't even sure if they would come on, but they did. And we had a great time watching the show. It wasn't bad. Let's talk about the results. I don't want to get all surgical with this review, whatever. But there are some things that I do want to spend a little extra time on. Now, we did start off with a quarterfinal match for the women's TV title match. Billie Starkz versus Diamante. Now, I'm looking at this and I'm just like, Diamante's my girl. Billie, yeah, but there's a lot of work for her to do. Now, I'm watching this match and I'm just still looking at this and I'm like, Billie Starkz has come a long way. She's really young. I think she just turned 19 recently. Maybe still 18. I'm not 100% sure. But I don't want to put any excuses for her. I personally do not feel like she's ready to hold a title. Even though I feel like she has improved. Really, her affiliation with Athena is what's really going to get her far in this company. And really, I don't think that she deserves a title. Yes, she's been working hard, but her work ethic is not better than half the girls that are on this tournament. But she ends up taking the win via submission over Diamante, of all people. And honestly, I wasn't feeling it. And I thought that even though the match was decent, this outcome, though, they could have done better. It makes me feel like we might see Billie Starkz take the win for this tournament. Now, after this, we have Lee Johnson versus Aaron Solo. And this was not bad. You guys know I give Lee Johnson a lot of shit because he has zero personality and all that. But Aaron Solo looked really great in this match, playing the heel character just beautifully. Unfortunately, couldn't take the win here. I kind of feel like maybe they're pushing him and one other person I'm going to talk about in a second to maybe go for the TV title from Kyle Fletcher. In my opinion, Lee Johnson is not like horrible in the ring. He's, he got his basics down pat at least, and he's not bad. He just has no personality. There's nothing about him that makes you really want him to win, that makes you really want to see him, go on to do bigger and better things in the company. I'm just waiting to see more. He did do like a mini promo later on, and I'm just like, oh God. Will somebody teach him? Jada Snake Roberts is there. Somebody pull this youngin aside and help him out. He needs some help. Let's see about if he's going to go against Kyle Fletcher for the TV title at the pay-per-view in a few weeks. Not 100% sure. Kyle Fletcher, you had an amazing match with Will Ospreay, but where have you been? Haven't seen you in Ring of Honor. Now, after this, we do have a 4-corner survival match with the ladies. Kiera Hogan, Robin Renegade, Lady Frost, and Layla Hirsch. Really, really great match here. All the girls are so great. Robin is just impressing me a little bit more and more ever since that she's been on her own. Not sure what's going on with Charlotte, but once again, she has not been around. I hope she's okay. But Robin's been holding it down for the Renegades, and I'm enjoying her. However, we do have Kiera Hogan who takes the win. And honestly, I'm just like, I'm not mad at this at all. Lady Frost, once again, loses another match for like the millionth time. She's so talented. All we see is her showing how talented she is. And there's no real payoff in terms of her getting the win. But all these ladies had a really great effort. And you know what? This was really a match of all the girls who were previously in the tournament and did not make it, further into the tournament. So I guess it was like a loser's match or whatever. The best out of the losers, whatever the situation is. But Kiera Hogan takes the win. Not bad for the ladies. I'm really enjoying how much the ladies have improved in Ring of Honor. Now backstage we have Cole Carter and Griff Garrison with Maria. Maria is still walking around with Serpentacle's mask. Why? No freaking clue. Have no idea. Now she says that ever since Griff had that match with Adam Copeland and lost, that they've been looking like nothing but losers, which is not 100% true. The issue is that he lost that match and they started having them come on TV maybe like 3 weeks after that match, and then we didn't see them ever again until now. And I'm just like, if the person booking your show would have you guys come out consistently, then y'all wouldn't look like losers. Y'all would look like people who's actually trying to be a tag team and be successful. whatever the situation is, they're going against Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta in the main event. And Maria's like, you bitches better win. Now, our minion overlord, Athena, goes again, Aisha. Aisha, pretty in purple. I did like her effort here against Athena. This was like about 5 minutes, so not your typical squash match. But Athena, though, she was running the damn thing throughout this match, and I did enjoy seeing her. Now, obviously, Athena ends up taking the win via submission, and she attacks her a few times against the steel steps, giving her a running knee to the face. And I'm just like, whoa, Athena is absolutely unhinged, and I love it. Then she gets on the mic and she says she's so fucking tired of just going against nobodies in Ring of Honor. She wants a true contender. She wants someone that's going to bring the best out of her. And so far, nobody in Ring of Honor is doing anything to make her look good in this company. But then we get someone who responds to her challenge like immediately. Hikaru Shida. And I'm just like, oh shit. First of all, Hikaru Shida was looking fly with her outfit. She got blonde and black hair. She looks great. And she comes out with a kendo stick and she's just pointing it at her like it's like stinging his bat or something. I don't know. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Hikaru Shida doesn't really say a damn thing, but that match between the two of them is going to be amazing. That's going to take place at the pay-per-view in a couple of weeks. I cannot wait. Supercard of Honor is looking good. Up next, we have Top Flight versus the Iron Savages and Jack Jameson in a really fun trios match. And I tell y'all, Action Andretti just looks like he's made to be in Top Flight. I love it. I love it. I know they call Top Flight and Action Andretti is, his own thing. But they needed like a trios name. I think they look great. They fit each other really well. I enjoyed this match. Iron Savages and Jack Jameson, very entertaining as well. Really, really fun. And this whole Titty City thing where they zoom in on, damn, I can't forget I don't remember their names, but they're zooming in on his nipples and everything. His hairy chest is absolutely hilarious. The crowd loved them. And one of the reasons why I like the Iron Savages is that they play with the crowd. They're not just there, just getting in the ring, wrestle, and leave. They actually are trying to get the crowd involved in what they're doing. And I've been at shows where the Iron Savages were wrestling, and they really, really try to get you in on the fun. And I absolutely enjoy that. Top Flight, Action and Jerry takes the win. I love these guys. All these guys deserve a shot at the 6-man tag titles. Whatever the hell is going on with Bullet Club Gold, Tony Khan, take the belts off these guys. It's not worth it. Now, we do have the Workhorsemen versus Nick Comoroto and Jacoby Watts. I don't even think Jacoby Watts even got in the damn ring. Nick Comoroto got his ass whooped the whole entire time. And when I tell you, the Workhorsemen work ethic and their chemistry as a tag team is just absolutely amazing. Amazing. They should be holding tag team gold, or well, should be going for it at least. And where is the Undisputed Kingdom? We haven't seen them in weeks in Ring of Honor, so that's a little disappointing for me. But whatever the situation is, I'm seeing a lot of improvements with some of these teams. They have definitely been coming on week after week, putting in the work, and they just need some gold to go after. So I want to see the Workhorsemen go for some tag team gold and get them off the Undisputed Kingdom. If they're not going to be on the show and defending them, give it to people who actually has been working hard and could use those titles. Workhorsemen take the win. Nick Comoroto, it was nice seeing you after all this time. Up next, we had Lance Archer versus some local talent. Didn't catch his name. Didn't even matter. He wasn't even there long enough for someone to even say his name. The squash matches, I just don't get it. Lance Archer is super talented. He does not need to be in squash situations at all. Y'all really need to get him in a nice story. Well, it was actually great to see Jake Snake Roberts with him. It was great. But Lance Archer is better than that. He's better than coming out there and just having squash matches just because he's big and tall. And that means that he can win a match in 2 minutes. Baby, I do not want to see that. Now, after this, we do have Taya Valkyrie backstage with Lexi Nair. And Dalton Castle comes in and ruins her little interview. He wants to know what's going on with the boys since they got custody of the boys. How they doing, where they at, what they've been eating, are they getting 8 hours of sleep? He's even looking behind the flat screen TV to see if the boys are there. And then he is just getting so into Taya's face. And it took these useless security guards to get him up out of there because, well, Dalton Castle's freaking crazy. And he wants the boys back. And honestly, I don't blame him. Now, they're finally showing us something that come from this storyline. They won custody of the boys weeks back, but they didn't have anything to really show of it. And I'm like, even a little clip, some pictures, give us something to keep the storyline playing in some type of way. And they finally got the storyline still going. I don't know where it's going. It's been fun, but they need to do more. They need to do more. After this, we have another quarterfinal match with the TV title tournament. We have Mercedes Martinez versus Abaddon, and a really great match. And I'm like, this can go either way. I don't think I've ever seen these two go against each other before. Both look absolutely amazing, and I was really into this. Let me tell you, right at the end, I'm kind of thinking, I'm going more with maybe Abaddon's going to take the W on this. But then someone in a hoodie, is always someone in a hoodie who comes and interfere and ends up hurting Abaddon, and then Mercedes takes the win because of that. Obviously, the referee's blind and can't see anything. Mercedes takes the win. Obviously, it turns out to be Diamante. Diamante's like, girl, I couldn't win, to advance on the tournament. I might as well help my bestie take the win. So they end up leaving together, all smiling, and obviously Abaddon is not happy about it. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Abaddon and Diamante go at it at some point because of that. Now, I thought this was interesting because this is the first time throughout this whole tournament that someone interfered or cheated in one of these matches. So I thought it was pretty interesting that they went that route. Not really surprised. Now we're going to have Billy Starks versus Mercedes Martinez on this side of the bracket, and on the other side of the bracket, it's going to be Red Velvet versus Queen Aminata. So one of winner from each of those brackets going to come on to the finals, and I don't know who it's going to be. And my guess is Billy Starks, unfortunately, and Queen Aminata. That's who I think is going to end up going forward in terms of the finals of that tournament. Now we have another four-corner survival match. We had AR Fox, Slim J, Jack Cartwheel, and Commander. Yes, Commander won. I don't know what it is about Commander that AEW is so high about. First of all, I feel like we saw this match a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what it is. Something about this. It just seems like we saw this already. And Commander just keeps winning. And let me tell you why that also bothers me is that if you guys are watching these matches, everybody, in my opinion, are outperforming him. If not everybody, most of them are. And he does not look as great. AR Fox, they were in Atlanta. That's AR Fox stomping ground. The whole crowd is cheering for AR Fox. They want to see AR Fox take the win. And obviously that doesn't end up happening. But AR Fox looks amazing in this match. Jack Cartwheel looks amazing. Slim J, who accidentally got hurt during this match, while he went for a dive, was able to redeem himself, and he looked amazing here. And it's not to say that Commander didn't look good. I just felt like a lot of the times that we see him take the win, his opponents, they look better, in my opinion. And I don't know what it is. Now, like I said earlier, it looks like maybe Lee Johnson could be going for the TV title against our boy Kyle Fletcher. But now it also looks like Commander could have a spot too. So I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere before the pay-per-view, it's like maybe some number one contenders match with Commander and Lee Johnson. Whoever wins that ends up going against, Kyle Fletcher for the TV title at the pay-per-view. If they go that route, I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know what's in this Commander Kool-Aid, but I don't want any. I don't want any at all. All right, before we go into the main event, Eddie Kingston was in his hotel room. They filmed him, and the second he started talking, it looked like he burst out crying or something. I don't know. This man is really emotional. Now, what ends up happening here is very interesting to me, and I'm kind of happy about this. Now, Eddie Kingston over there boohoo crying, talking about how he's going to put the title up for grabs at the pay-per-view. And he chose Mark Briscoe because Mark Briscoe last year was supposed to have a match with Claudio Castagnoli at Death Before Dishonor, but he got hurt and could not compete, and he was out for months or whatever the situation. I think it was his knee, something like that. Now he's going, since you lost that opportunity, you and I, we've known each other for many, many years. You're my dog, and I want to give you this opportunity to go against me for the Ring of Honor title. Now, I know you're thinking, if he's going against him for the Ring of Honor title, does that mean that the other two titles are on the line? Actually, surprisingly, no. So, up until this point, he has been defending those titles all together. So if he would have lost, he'd lose them all. Now we're at the point, for the first time since Eddie Kingston has won the Triple Crown Championship, that the title is going to be defended separately, which is just the Ring of Honor title between him versus Mark Briscoe. And then they also brought up the fact that he's going to be going against Okada, and he's going against Okada only for the Continental Championship. Now that the titles are separate, I'm just looking at this shit and I'm just like, yes, first of all, this is what we've been praying for. But second of all, it makes more sense now, because now it looks like, first of all, on next Wednesday on Dynamite, Okada, I don't see him losing. He's probably going to take the Continental title away from our boy Eddie Kingston. But then fast forward to Supercard of Honor pay-per-view, which is April whatever, the Ring of Honor title is finally going to be on the line since God knows how long, months. It's been absolute months since that title been on the line. And he's going to go against Mark Briscoe. And I wish that they would have some time to tell a little bit of a story, which doesn't seem to be the case. But if Mark Briscoe takes the win, baby, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Now, main event. Your boy Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor out there being useless as usual, versus Griff Garrison and Cole Carter with Maria ringside. Maria is interfering in every which way to make sure that Griff and Cole gets the win. That does not help. But I'll say this. Y'all already know Orange Cassidy's involved. They winning. Everybody in this match looked great. Now, Cole Carter, Griff Garrison, least experience. This was the biggest match I've ever seen them do in terms of as a tag team, and they looked absolutely great. They look so great together as a team. I see the improvement, and that's what we want. We don't expect anybody to be perfect overnight. These are really young guys in their mid-20s that are really, really trying to make it, and they just need opportunities to go against other wrestlers that's been there, done that. Obviously, Trent Beretta and Orange Cassidy are people that's been there, done that. And they need a booker like Tony Khan to just give them a fucking chance. And honestly, I feel like with them not being on TV for like a month or whatever it is, that hurt them. And they could have kept that momentum going after Griff Garrison had that match with Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland even put him over on interviews or whatever, saying that he sees something special in this young man. And then Tony Khan is just going to keep him home? Are you freaking kidding me? Great matchup. Like I said, Maria tried every which way to help get the boys to win. That doesn't end up happening. Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta wins. And when Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta are leaving, then Serpentico and Angelico come, and they are fighting with Griff Garrison and Cole Carter. They want Serpentico's mask back. And then Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta, they come back. Chuck Taylor even comes back to the ring to come help. And I'm just like, Chuck, why did you need to come back to the ring? You're not going to do a damn thing. Now, they end up celebrating while the heels end up crying to the back as usual. And they're doing that dance that Angelico always do or whatever. And I was like, finally we see Angelico and Orange Cassidy in the same place at the same motherfucking time. They are not the same people. And, it is what it is. It was a great show. We had to wait like 40 to 50 minutes before the show actually came on. This is like the second or third time that this has happened, when all they gotta do is just press play for everybody to watch. I don't know what that's about, but it was a good show. Very, very, like a very big upgrade in comparison to last week and the week before. We had like 40 minutes one time, and the other time wasn't even worth watch. They are trying their best to make the most of the time that they have to film Ring of Honor, which is around Collision. And, with them kind of trying to film all these shows all on one night, Ring of Honor, unfortunately, is going to be treated like the stepchild in this situation. And this week, it didn't really feel too much like that in comparison to the other weeks. So we'll see what happened. We on the road to Supercard of Honor pay-per-view. That's going to be in Philadelphia. So if you're around that area, or if you're going to WrestleMania that weekend, go pop up on Friday and show some support to Ring of Honor. I will be at home. Obviously covering the pay-per-view, doing a watch along, but I think it's going to be great. Can't wait to see what other matches they add on to this. But guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back tomorrow night with a review on Rampage. Bye.